Welcome back to Cryptopia, where we go over the wet and wild happening in NFT land. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in today. Going over some news. Starting off with the Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord reportedly compromised in a $350,000 NFT phishing attack. This stuff happens all the freaking time. So less than 2 months after the compromise of the official Bored Ape Yacht Club Instagram account to steal 2.4 million worth of NFTs, BAYC stuff, etc., they recently got, this was yesterday, I should be releasing this right away. So it was Saturday, June 4th. A scammer carried out a phishing attack that netted them 200 Ethereum, worth about, 350,000 plus. So this one was a little bit different though than the other ones, and the other ones were kind of claiming to be people they weren't. This time they actually got their hands on a manager account. So it seems because community manager Boris Wagner got his account breached, which let the scammers execute their phishing attack. So this one came before it was, I believe they got into it was kind of coming off of the official accounts. But this time it's like coming from the official like community manager, and regardless though, it's that this doesn't look good, especially after recently getting their Instagram and Twitter kind of compromised, and then now their community manager's account was compromised. Now they fixed this relatively quickly. I mean, it doesn't really matter how quick you really finish this. So many people are on around the clock that it always gets them. You're always gonna have people that suffer the consequences of this. And that's pretty much what happened. So they're going to try and figure out the way to, they have to figure out a way to stop this. Some people were blaming Discord. I think this guy's here. Our Discord servers were briefly exploited. No, it's just that. We have a different article over here where people were blaming Discord for it. Discord isn't working for Web3 communities. We need a better platform that puts security first. So people were saying that, hey, it's Discord's fault. They need better security. Like, this is not the kind of stuff that they were built for. It just so happens to be that they're being used through these channels and through this new NFT craze that's going on. So people are just getting like, they're finding a way to communicate, and Discord happens to be a very nice and effective way to do so. But yeah, Discord's not really meant for that. It does need to find, either Discord needs to up their security to compensate for this, and I think that would be a better business strategy for them to do so, or people need to find a different place to have these. So you didn't lose your NFT because you used Discord. This was another person who said that. You lost your NFT because you signed a malicious transaction with your key. Stop blaming Discord. Another client won't save you from repeating the same mistake. And that's also true. No client is immune to hackings, people. You can still get hacked no matter where you are on. It's just, it just depends how hard, they make it. And I'm sure Discord could do some stuff to make it a lot harder. But yeah. So also, Wagner also has a brother, Richard Wagner, who's like a Grammy Award-winning multi-instrumentalist or whatever. So he has a NFT fantasy football club called the Spoiled Banana Society. So along with, the BAYC Discord and like some of their OpenC channels, and sorry, not OpenC channels, other side channels and stuff like that, that also got hit with the phishing attack. These guys also got hit. This SPS Discord also got hit. These articles did not explain whether or not SPS Discord, like what happened there, if people got gotcha'd. If any, it's probably not as much as the people in the BAYC side of things, just because they're constantly on the Discord, constantly looking for stuff. I'm sure the SPS is probably just as crazy, but depending on the time and what's going on with their fantasy football stuff, there might not have been that many people on there, but they also got hit as well. And they're looking to find out if anybody, if anything got compromised along the way. So, if you are part of the SPS Discord, let people know if what was going on, and if anybody has any news, and let these guys know as well. But this it happens every week. Literally every week this happens. Like every week. Like, I don't think I have a news video where I don't talk about this in some way or some sort. Either some BAYC got robbed, like Seth Green's, or the BAYC accounts got hacked, or Yuga Labs accounts got hacked. It's almost never ending. So next we're going to go into This is, I'm not really gonna go through this whole video. It's really just to be like, Gary Vee talks a lot about obviously the NFT space, and one of the things I like that he said here, because I said it in August, I said it in July, and I said it in May. Vaynerchuk, right? That's how you say his name. Vaynerchuk told Yahoo Finance, I saw this coming, that a crash driven by short-term greed is absolutely potentially what we're in. It's just starting, but there's a correction. So I agree with this entirely. And I said this before, I'm glad this is happening because it sort of pushes out anybody who's not into the NFT space for the long term. And you can really start to see the community grow. I think you'll see better stuff come out and grow between now and what's happening, when it's like, it's not the most profitable place to be. And also what's going to happen after, when like all the people who are kind of like, now's a great time to kind of set yourself up for the future. Maybe you can't make as much money as you would before, and you won't make as much money as you will after. But now is a good way to set the pieces, work on some projects that you have, get your name out there, and start building something. So in the long term, you're still around and people know and have seen you through the bad times, and they'll love you through the good times. So moving on to something a little bit kind of funny, but also sad in its own way. Someone stole the Goblin NFTs. So if you guys know, Goblin Town's kind of been taking the NFT space by storm. A lot of Goblin derivatives have been coming out, different kinds of, they have a list here of a bunch of different Goblin-esque related projects. There's like, what is it? There's like a Shrek Town version as well. Orc Village, there's a whole bunch of them. So what happened with these guys, which was really crappy, is that basically they had an idea to launch 8,888 Goblin asses on OpenC. Now the original guy who thought of this went to his buddy who's an artist, and he's like, hey, and then two other, like 4 of them in total. And he's like, hey, let's do this. There's a bunch of these derivatives going up and around. This will be fun. Let's just, make it happen. And I even think they were like posting it for free. I don't know if they actually intended to make any kind of money off of it. It was just kind of for fun, because a lot of the other ones are also for free. But, they posted it on OpenC, has like this test section where you can sort of test out your NFTs before they go live. And so that way you can make sure it all works. But they're public, so anybody can technically go in there and see what's coming up. And so typically you might post a few of your pieces. You don't post the entire collection, just to make sure it works. In their haste, because they wanted it out in like 3 days, like literally spent a night doing it, then like, finishing it off and uploading it to have it come out. They uploaded all of the entire 8,000 plus collection. Well, this is not verified, but this could be possibly one of the ways that the hijackers were able to see what happened. So what happened is that the hijackers basically reposted the entire collection before the original people could. And so it's estimated that potentially they saw it beforehand, or they went to their website and they saw it there, and they were able to post the entire collection just before these guys did. But it's not official what happened. Luckily though, the Goblin collection is now back out, and what they did was they reposted it with this sort of symbol in the top corner. So look for the symbol in the top corner. Yeah, they call it what did he call it? So you can't keep the Goblin ass down, though. The team has gone ahead and officially launched the real collection, this time with a little holographic sticker in the top corner, specifying each JPEG has what the founder calls a certificate of authenticity. Clever. So, yeah. So, if you're interested in the Goblin NFT, go check it out. I'm not sure if I don't know if that's the actual thing, but it's got like a red dot there. But anyways, look out for the authenticity certificate to confirm that you have the right Goblin account. They're trying to see what they can do, talking to OpenC. Well, they messaged OpenC to hopefully take down the other guys's, but they said they haven't heard anything back yet. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Chances are, if they're like a free NFT and it doesn't catch a lot of fire. They might not hear anything back. So hopefully the people who are interested in this project can see, there it is. Oh, there it is. You guys see that? There it is. The little authenticity going on there. So that way you can tell that, hey, this is the real deal. That's the real deal. That doesn't help you guys at all. So you can tell that that's the real deal, and that's what you should be buying. Okay, so moving on, Jake Paul promotes yet another NFT rug pull. This guy does that shit non-stop because he's a celebrity who doesn't really care. He just wants to make some money. I'm not even going to front on him. A lot of people should be learning this by now. He's done a numerous amounts of these, and I'm probably going to make a separate video just talking about Jake Paul's NFT scams, throwing some crypto scams in there as well. But this is the latest one. So Anamoon marketed itself as a play-to-earn game featuring 9,000 plus generated Anamoon NFTs. So I have them here. This was a rug. Yet I guess the NFTs are still available, but you can't actually use these for the game and all that stuff that they're playing. They don't look too bad. They look kind of cool. You know what I mean? They're based off Pokemon. Obviously, you can tell. And so Anamoon claimed that their Pokemon derivative NFTs cost 0.2 ETH, were produced in partnership with the official Pokemon partnered top deck. The project even went on to assert that they had signed a non-disclosure agreement with Pokemon themselves. So
it's great to be a part of this project. I love the designs inspired by Pokemon, the whole 9 yards. Me personally, I'm going to try to get a legendary during the public mint, but y'all better not miss this. Be ready for the mint.
So, there's Jake Paul talking about this. This guy retweeted it saying, hey, Jake Paul, Anamoon's rug pull, baby. So I'm really just bringing this here to emphasize the fact that you don't trust celebrities just because they're involved in the project. Most of the celebrities don't, it's not even necessarily their fault entirely. I think it is Jake Paul's fault here, though. I think it is Jake Paul's fault here, though. But I think most of these celebrities like Lindsay Lohan or Kim Kardashian, someone just brings them this thing. It's like, hey, this is popular. Here's a lot of money for it. And like, okay, whatever. Like, they're not really thinking too hard and too long about what it really is, how it works, how it functions, especially because, for a lot of people, this is just like, the cryptocurrency thing isn't real money. The NFT stuff is just JPEGs. You know what I mean? Like people don't really see, like they're not investing in the technology, so they don't see what potential it can be. And they have a ton of money, so like they're not really thinking like, oh, like how much could this little NFT thing cost? Right? They might even be told like, oh, the floor price is like $2 or some shit like that, or like $10 or $20. And they're like, okay, whatever. It's like it's a $20 thing. They don't realize that $20 can also go up, and every time someone buys, and every time the demand goes up, and even at the time that they say, hey, it's like 0.001 ETH, and then all of a sudden, like, wait, this celebrity is endorsing it. Boom. Gary V is a good example during the crypto skulls, I believe it was. That shit launched and fell. Nobody was paying attention to it. He bought one, the fucking price skyrocketed. Right? But I don't know if they realize. I mean, Gary V knew what he was doing, and I damn well know that Jake Paul knows what he's doing here. Some of these other celebrities, I don't really think they know what they're doing. They're just sort of just doing it. They don't realize that their words, they know that their words bring people to the project. They don't realize that their word also brings the price of the project up. So, that's not an excuse, though. They should still be doing their fucking research, but, whatever. So apparently even the people that this was in connection with, I don't even know how to say this guy's name, Monir, Mokadim, whatever, and Zingani Mac. Like these guys literally have a website where they basically just list their criminal exploits. How they're not arrested, I have no fucking idea. They live in Dubai. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. But like, they're even at the bottom of this article, it does say, sources claim that they currently reside in Dubai. So if you have any information that might lead to their arrest, you can contact the Dubai police here. So the Dubai police, and Dubai is a pretty big fucking place when it comes to NFT and crypto. Like, they're hugely into it. So these level of scam asseries going on, or these skamazes happening in Dubai, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dubai police did want to, put a stop to this, as Dubai itself is, big in the NFT space and big in crypto in general. So we'll see. As you can see here, like a Lindsay Lohan can cost $20,000, and that's just for a tweet. Right? That's not a video that he didn't just do a tweet. He made a video about it, right? He made a video endorsing it full on, finger wagging and everything. So who knows? Oh, he made 2.2 million, I think, off of this. It's written over here that he made 2.2 million out of this rug pull. And he makes them every time. Like every time he says one of these, they're paying him hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to do this. So let's see. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is gathering a reputation of crypto sphere as a celebrity shill for hire, promoting projects whether good or bad without prejudice. Paul has promoted multiple trash projects, including Sacred Devils and Stick Dicks, netting him up to so in total he's made 2.2 million. But it's like at the cost of like his young audience on top of that too, who are getting in, because a lot of the young people, early like mid 20s to like early 30s, I would say is the big bulk of the market, which his audience might even be younger than that. So like they're getting in and they're trying to like get involved in something, make some money, because obviously Jake Paul advertises his life as very glamorous, he's rich and all that stuff, and so they all look up to him and want to be like him. So celebrities need to take a better approach to how they handle stuff like this. Or you know what, they're not going to, so the authorities need to actually start almost charging them the exact amount of money they made, so they make absolutely nothing and their reputation gets kind of dragged through the mud. I think that's the best way to do this. So finally, I think this is the final one. What's this? Yep, that's the final one. What's this? What are NFTs and how are they? Okay, that's for something else. So, former OpenC employee charged in first ever NFT insider trading. Ooh, got busted. So, this guy works for OpenC, and he's essentially been, he works in like the promotional sector, where he basically can see what projects are going to be promoted and how. So if it's like there's a side scroll bar, for example, or if it's going to be the main page, right? So they know that if something's on the main page, that NFT might double or triple. So what this guy would do, knowing that's going to be on the main page, he would buy it at a stupidly low floor, and then then it would come out, main page, it would pump, he'd sell. Did that again and again and again. He would use like anonymous wallets and anonymous accounts so as not to be tracked, but they found his ass anyways. And he did this a ton of times. He's like a 31-year-old, and he faces 1 count of wire fraud and 1 count of money laundering. Each count carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, so about 40 years. This guy's life is fucked completely. This is the guy, by the way, who was behind the whole thing. And yeah, so he's been doing this for a while. He's been doing this since almost, I guess, the beginning of NFTs and their craze. So I can't even, I don't think this even says how much money he made doing this, but I'm sure he made a killing. Don't know if it'll be enough to get him out of jail though. But basically, he was able to be found out. OpenSea kind of after. So the whole space is very, la-ti-da about regulations, and so they were able to OpenSea have redone their policies, not allowing people to do what he was doing. Basically, like, you can't, if you're working for them, you cannot buy or trade NFTs on projects that they are promoting on the main page at that time. Later on, sure. Way before, I guess if there's a way to do that, but you cannot do it when it's being promoted by them, to avoid certain situations like this. And this is the very first time. So this guy's the only one to have ever been, charged with insider trading in the NFT and crypto space right now. So this is great. It sort of sets the precedence for like the future, right? So they did this once now. It's just the US. So I would reckon that we're going to see this happen more and more, and it is necessary. You can't allow this. If you don't allow it in the stock market, you probably shouldn't allow it in the crypto market for the most part. Just because it does hurt, the credibility of it all. You need some sort of regulations. I don't know how much this one really hurt anybody. He just made a lot of money. But inside trading is inside trading. Now there's still inside trading that goes on in the stock market, but we're not going to get into that. So this is the first of its kind. We're probably going to see more of this as things go on. I would love to know how much money this guy made doing this. Like how long was he doing this for? He wasn't even doing it too long either. Like he did it in like September, or he did it from like let's see, so use OpenC's confidential information between June of 2021 to September of 2021. Not a tremendous amount to secretly purchase dozens of NFTs. So he didn't really even do it for that long. Like a few months. Like what is that? Like 4 or 5 months? Like June, July, August, September? Yeah, like 3-4 months. Like nothing. But this is good. So even if he stopped, he still got caught. So a lot of other people in the NFT space might be scared. Like a lot of people that work for OpenC might be fucking shitting themselves right now. Because I'm sure there's more than just him that did that. And there's definitely going to be, we're probably going to see some more of this coming up later in some other news about like, this guy got caught. This guy, we found out this guy was doing it. And then this guy was doing that. And they all work at OpenC or Rarible or Mintable. Anyways, that's it for that. Sorry if my energy has been a little low. I'm a little tired. Been working on a big ol' Apes Clan video. Still working on that. So that should be done hopefully today, tomorrow, out Tuesday. Maybe, hopefully. Anyways, we'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time.